She's my cherry pie. Doing something, something in a sweet fruit bird. Sweet cherry pie. I don't know if you believe this, but I actually at one point was paid to sing. It's a true story. So yeah, what I have here today is kind of an interesting product. I've had similar things before, but not quite this. It is the Cherry Pie Lager from Devil's Backbone. And they're up from Lexington, Virginia, up north. Pretty nice brewery. I haven't actually been there myself. I kind of want to go. But from the pictures I've seen, it looks really, really nice. Um, so this basically just looks like a lager, light, crisp beer, and it's been brewed with some cherries and some other spices, including I think some cinnamon, some nutmeg. Basically, trying to emulate a baked cherry pie. Now, again, I've had other similar beers before. Ouzelfinch, local brewery, they regularly put out a fruit pie beer. I think they use lactose sugar in theirs. Um, so I'm kind of interested to see how this goes. Now, just looking to see real quick. I thought I saw it. 7.5% ABV. So a little higher than a normal beer, but not like the freaking 9-10% you get from like the brewery. I've done a few of their things before. Have my pinky out a bit. Yeah, Sam Adams has a cherry wheat beer. It's real similar to this, but I think on theirs the cherry is a little more subtle. This one's a lot more pronounced. And I am remembering there are some. They used some oats in when they brewed this one to give it kind of a more robust sort of malty flavor. So there's some of that going on in there. Um, Much like the Coke, the cinnamon and any of the other spices are really sort of they're like background thoughts, just sort of rounding everything out. So not not bad. No, I'm going to enjoy. I ended up picking up 6 pack of these, so these will be fun to go through the next day or so. So if you see this out, um, pick it up, and there's a good chance that it has a pretty good wide distribution. Because Devil's Backbone started as like a small local brewery, and it's sort of gotten popular over the years. Um, I remember I was really into them for a while. Their Vienna Lager, one of their flagship beers, is actually really good. And then probably 3-4 years ago, they were actually bought by Anheuser-Busch, who sort of, you know, they basically help distribute that. Well, all of Anheuser-Busch's distributors are now picking up Devil's Backbone stuff. They get wider distribution because of that. Um, but I remember at the time that it was bought, I sort of balked and didn't want anything to do with Devil's Backbone because, you know, they sold out. They sold out to the man, the beer man. Um, I had just seen some documentary about it. I forget the name of it right now, but it talked about these big breweries, Anheuser-Busch being one of them. And what they do is they buy these smaller breweries in an attempt to sort of make it look like they are a microbrewery. So, what's the one they put out? Landshark. It's a sort of Corona Cerveza Mexican style lager. Um, the idea was to make that look like it was you were purchasing a microbrewery beer, but in fact it is an Anheuser Busch beer. Um, and so for a while, it is sort of a deceptive thing, and get down, Domino. I'm in the midst of a rant. Um, it is slightly underhanded and it's not a cool way to do things. But at the same time, I've always had the thought of, you know, if you're making a product that people enjoy and someone wants to offer you a lot of money for it, it's not a bad thing. It's not a terrible thing. They're still making great product, and you know, I'm glad that more people will be able to enjoy that. I'm sure that buying helped make that brewery, that taste house that I was just talking about, that looks really super nice up in the mountains of Virginia. So, hey, you know what? Good for you guys at Devil's Backbone. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep making great stuff. I was also a little concerned when I started drinking this because Devil's Backbone has also gotten into the alcoholic seltzer waters. And those are getting real big now. I think White Claw and a couple others, they're basically LaCroix with like 5% ABV. And I bought one of Devil's Backbones one day thinking it was going to be an apple ale similar to a Red's, but it ended up being this apple alcoholic seltzer water. Not bad, not what I wanted it to be. So if you like LaCroix and you like sort of lighter things, but you still want to get a good buzz or enjoy people, you know, join people as they're drinking, certainly like Devil's Backbone seltzers might not be bad to check out. I may, you know, they sell sampler packs or like multi packs of those White Claws. Maybe I'll get one, just make a whole video of me trying those one day. But in the meantime, I guess, yeah, keep an eye out for this. Keep an eye out for any other beers that sound interesting, and hopefully it works out as well as this one did. She's my cherry pie. I forgot the rest of the words to the song, but see, I can sing a bit. It's been a minute.